Welcome to Feeling Elfish, a podcast by Greenwing Wealth Management. It is July 22nd, 2026 at the time of recording, which means tomorrow, this won't be released tomorrow, but tomorrow is the official 5-year anniversary of Greenwing Wealth Management. I know, very exciting. And I can't tell if this 5 is going to show up right in the actual recording or if it's going to be reversed, but it's supposed to be a 5. So 5 years in, and I thought I'd invite my favorite podcast guest to join me today. So back with us is Aubrey Lane, the sweetest. So anyway, thank you for joining us. I thought we'd just talk about that process. I've been kind of emotional, being honest, in my feels thinking about the last 5 years, just all of it. But I'm curious what you think. Like, what are your thoughts looking back on the last 5 years, or really leading up to the decision that happened 5 years ago tomorrow?
And I feel like it was obviously a trying time. I feel like that season of life for us, COVID wasn't necessarily the worst, at least for our family, or at least for me. I enjoyed it because being a stay-at-home mom,
it's a hot take.
I got to have an extra hand in the house. And I was 9 months pregnant when the shutdown began. And so having a newborn and then having your husband home for an extra period of time was not the worst thing. Yep. And then 2021 came, and Austin had been playing around with the idea. I mean, I guess he can speak for himself. Oh, we have a guest.
He's our buddy Albert here. He's our silver lab. If you're not watching it, it's very confusing.
Yeah, sorry.
Our dog is here.
Not everybody's watching, but anyways,
don't mind him.
I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? 2021. Yeah. And Austin had always had the idea of going on his own. And I was just really nervous about it because that was something I knew and something reliable to something unknown and something, I don't know, new. Yeah. So it's just been interesting. Sorry.
No, I'm curious your thought, because I think I'm just going to say something that some people might, I don't know how this will be received, but I think in the financial advisor ecosystem, a landscape of being a financial advisor, if you are if you're trying to do this right, you're trying to have all the tools at your disposal to really be able to execute and deliver on, I think what the mantle of managing people's money and financial planning goes well. I think you have to go independent. Also, the compensation is there too. Like when you're in a W-2 broker dealer, you're going to give a lot more of your revenue away to them. And I think there needs to be a real question of whether or not that is worth it. And if you are able to assess the value in the relational capital you have with clients and really the quantify what you're being able to do for them, I think there has to be a reckoning of, is that worth it? Can I do this better without those W-2 corporate hangups? And I would just say, if you're a serious financial advisor and you really want to do this job well and do it long term, going independent is it has to happen. Mm-hmm. It has to happen. Mm-hmm. And so I think growing up in the financial advisor space, I was W-2 with JP Morgan. I was an internal wholesaler for American funds for a little bit. Like you're just aware of that. Like any kind of immersion in the industry makes you aware that that's a possibility, but it's just terrifying. It's just terrifying. And the longer you stay in that corporate environment, the more used to those benefits you get, that compensation you get. And so it becomes harder and harder to really roll the dice on yourself. Mm-hmm. And so I know why I did it, but I'm just curious your take, because you obviously stayed home and raised our kids and homeschool our kids. But I'm curious, like, what that was like. I don't even remember talking about it. That sounds probably crazy.
I feel like we always talked about it a little bit, and it was always like this leap of faith, really, where I think I remember vividly you always saying, like, I really want to do this. I feel like I can, but it's just kind of, the unknown. And I think you said you were always kind of waiting for God to really line things up to take that leap of faith and know that it's his plan as well. And you said, when I have a name, I will know that it's meant to be. And then in May of 2021, my brother passed, and his nickname was Greenwing.
Yeah.
And I think I remember it was either at the service or after that you said, what about Greenwing Wealth? And I think that was just from there on, it was just meant to be.
Yeah.
It was just nothing other than Greenwing Wealth. And so I really felt like God used that moment in our lives that was not so great to just carry on the name of my brother, and then his also way of living. Just if you're going to do something, don't wait around, do it. And God can always close doors, obviously, and he didn't close this door, and we've been very blessed and grateful that he has allowed us to continue in this path. And I mean, obviously I was scared, but I've always trusted Austin. I've always trusted him to make good decisions for our family. And he's very wise. I know he jokes a lot, very intelligent.
We're gonna have to break in the recording. Too emotional.
He loves to joke. If you're watching again, he's wearing a shirt with my face on it that I did not buy him. He bought for himself.
Highly recommend. It's a crowd pleaser everywhere I go.
You gotta look up here.
People love it. I know. If you're watching, it's on YouTube. If you're listening to the podcast, you could go on at least watch a clip.
You don't need to look.
It's
okay.
incredible.
But yeah,
it's one of my favorite faces.
He likes to joke a lot, but he's always very methodical, and I know he wouldn't do something that he hasn't thought a lot about. And so I trusted you, but it was not the easiest walk, I would say, either.
Yeah, I think the visualization of being able to see the name, really just kind of have it wrapped in purpose was one of the first big steps. Like you have to define the why of what you're doing. I got invited to speak at Texas A&M in October. I told you that. I said that? Okay. And I've been thinking about what I want to say to these college kids, and I think I'm going to tell them, like, almost like an exhortation, you need to define for yourself what success is, because if you don't define it, others will define it for you. And that will often mean it's going to be money related or some sort of vanity or some sort of thing that you may or may not be able to control even, but it's going to put you in a place where you're constantly comparing yourselves. And success has to be defined at the onset of a journey. And I think once you let go of the idea that money is not going to be, it's ironic, I'm a financial advisor, but like once you give the idea that it can't be money, right? Like it can't be X amount of dollars that makes you feel like that you're fulfilling a purpose, then you become very dangerous, because you're able to take on things that you otherwise wouldn't. And I remember, so obviously Evan passing was a watershed moment for sure. And we have video content on that. I talk about that. Obviously happy to talk about it too, but I will say, I think one of the things that stands out to me, I can't believe how much support I had from entrepreneurs during the process, even a little before. Entrepreneurs are the most supportive people of all time. Like, because I feel like we're all so thankful that we were able to really let go of that anxiety or that concern about failing and really like just march towards our goal. Without any kind of hesitation, or without really holding on to that gripping fear that prevents us from otherwise doing what we would do. And I remember I went to have a friend named Cuba, and he invited me and this guy I worked with at the time to his house to watch the March Madness, which is a college basketball tournament, the championship game. I don't know if you remember this. It's been a while. It's the first time I've ever been to Cuba's house. And we were just chatting. I knew Cuba a little bit for sure, but we were just chatting. And one of the things that stands out to me about him specifically is not even the success, whether he's successful or not. That's not the point. It's just like when you talk to entrepreneurs, especially the ones who are really making a change or doing things that like maybe you're even inspired by. Like it's never, the measuring stick is never money. You could just tell the way that they're engaged with the purpose of their life, the way that they think about interacting with people, the way that they drive every decision with purpose. Like it's inspiring to be that kind of person. And I remember leaving his house that night and just feeling like, man, like I just don't think like, I just don't think that I'm going to be the best version of myself if I stay in corporate America. Because corporate America does not want you to be the best version of yourself. They want you to be a cog in their machine. They want you to not ask questions. They don't want your new ideas. They don't want to hear anything from you other than, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, and this is what we're going to do. And I just don't think that is in the best interest of individuals. Like employees, I don't think that is what's going to yield you the most meaningful existence, And I keep thinking, like, people, I've said this a million times, but I think a lot of people are going to turn 80 years old and look back and really feel like, man, if I could do it again, I would not have done it how I did it. Or if you really believed that today was your last day on earth, like that Tim McGraw song, Live Like You Were Dying, like you would live your life differently today if you believed that you had a limited amount of time or that you're running out of time. Like you would live your life with so much more purpose and intentionality. Anyway, I'm rambling on, but like all those things added up, and it just felt like I cannot go back to corporate America. I cannot attend one more meeting where the goal is not helping people or doing what we say we do. And so it just became, I honestly, like that period from the decisiveness of, hey, I'm leaving, to the day I quit was like I felt so unbelievably confident the whole time. And you're always, it's weird because there's so much uncertainty. I think one of the things that keeps people from doing whatever they want to do is just a little more clarity, a little more certainty. If I just know one more thing. And the thing is, you're never actually going to know. Even if you think you know whatever you are trying to know, that's just what you're there are so many things that are going to pop up that you would have never thought of. So you ultimately just have to put your chips on the table and go.
Yeah.
And anyway, that was a ramble there, but I mean,
what was I'm gonna flip the script. I'm gonna ask you some questions. What is your first or most memorable memory of that first year? Like how to summarize that first year, I guess, maybe it's a better question.
The first year was hard. I mean, first couple years were hard. So 2021 was, the market really flattened out at the back half of 2021. And then 2022 was a very challenging year in the market, specifically in bonds, which that's not what we're going to talk about right now. But it was a very challenging year for investors and financial advisors alike. And so it was challenging from just a management perspective. Like actually what I do of managing money, that had its challenges. It was so the way it works is you're prepared, right? Like I, for what it's worth, I liked my boss at JP Morgan. He was a good man. I really did like him. He happened to be on vacation the day I gave resignation, but it's very planned. It's very orchestrated.
You already knew the day.
I had legal representation. Like I knew what I was doing. I checked into it.
Yeah.
And so you walk in scripted. You've ran through it 100 times in your mind. The first one at the branch, which I was always the first one at the branch because they're always late. And and it was just me and one banker. We opened up and I called his replacement and I was like, hey, or he's got giving me coverage from Houston. And I was like, hey, you don't know me. My name's, Austin Lane. I'm resigning. And there's a letter in your inbox from me with the details. He's like, well, what'd you say your name was? And so there's just so much confusion. And then the banker has no idea what's happening because you're faxing this letter to them. And then you give that banker your key and you're like, hey, it's been great. And you leave. You don't say anything. You don't take anything, obviously.
Because you can't.
And you're gone. And then begins the process of starting a firm. And those first couple weeks are just, I would do them differently now. You just don't know. You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And I was very careful to follow. I really was careful to follow the legal prescriptions. Because I had legal representation and advice, and so I made sure to honor the commitments I had. Can you remember what we're talking about? You
said you left, and then those first months you.
Oh yeah, so the first couple weeks, right? Like you're touching base with everybody. Like that's how it goes, And I would say coming from the bank environment, like they're at the bank. Many of the clients are at the bank because they like the bank. That's just the reality. And so a lot of them they're not going to come with you. That's that's fine. I can't stress enough. You're not trying to put clients in a position where they're like having to choose between mom and dad. That's not the point. They should be in a place where they are being able to have it's about them, right? It's not about us. So you're just notifying. But it's very intense because some clients do come, so you're doing a ton of paperwork They're doing it a lot. There's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then like 2 months in, if 2 months in, 3 months in, if they're going to come, they came.
Yeah.
And so now you're like, all right, well, now I know what the base is. Now I know what roughly that huge, massive question in your head of like, all right, if I, right, it's answered now.
Yeah.
And so then you're like, all right, well, now I got to figure out how to organically grow this business. Mm-hmm. And that's hard because you just don't know. You don't know. Like I never did it before. Mm-hmm. And, you have more time than money. You have more questions and answers. And so you just have to have such a high motor of trying to do things and take risks. And that first year, I mean, I had so many crazy marketing ideas. Yeah. That, I mean, I don't even remember.
I will say that first year because...
And I was at home. I didn't have an office. So I was working out of a spare bedroom. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I was just going to say, that first year, time is what you poured into the business. I mean, and you exhausted every marketing possibility and outlet that you could think of, and you went 100%. Yep. And it was tiring, I'm sure, for you. Mm-hmm. Also for me, being home with 4 kids. Yep. And you being gone a little bit more. I mean, home during the day maybe more so, but then evenings were longer at events and mixers, and you got to go out and shake hands and meet people, because how else is anybody going to find out about you? So that was more than just a year. I mean, maybe the first 3 years. I don't know. It was a while, but
it's hard because this business, wealth management business in general, is based on trust and integrity. Mm-hmm. And those are not things that are imputed quickly. They're not things that are displayed quickly. Mm-hmm. And so while you're in a place where you're trying to grow, the reality is people are not going to, they're just not going to come to you that fast. They're really not. And you don't want them to. Like, you want these relationships to, good, strong relationships grow in time. They grow over periods of time. And it's hard. I mean, it's just hard you just have to have the belief that something is going to happen for so long, to just push yourself forward so much. Yeah, and there's other challenges, right? There's hard stuff in there too.
For sure.
I can't remember we got the office, but you were watching it was just a lot to it. There's a lot to it. Everybody sacrificed. Mm-hmm. What was it like for you that first year?
I mean, I think at the very beginning, because I didn't have the stress of having to like go in and resign, and like, because I like I said earlier,
that was my favorite part, actually.
I fully trusted you and your ability to provide for us, and so I wasn't really nervous, probably as much as you were, about like, okay, now I got to make this happen. But that first year-ish, you being home during the day was nice. Was that when you took up bagpipes, or was it previously? I can't remember. I think that's when you took up bagpipes. So some new hobbies emerged to relieve some stress, maybe.
That's exactly what happened. Like,
it was nice having you home, but then on occasion be like, I'm going to make a video. Now you need to take all these 4 kids and keep them quiet. And I'm like, okay. Because it was in the middle of summer too. So even at that time, our 2 older girls did technically go to school.
Yep.
But not until the fall. But because it was in July when you opened the business, it was a lot of like, okay, daddy's on the phone, or daddy's on a meeting, or daddy's on a Zoom call. It's like, okay, now what do we do? And so it was just different, but it obviously wouldn't trade it now, looking back. Made it interesting. I'm sure some of the videos that you watch now where he's recorded in front of the TV, or just the Greenwing sign in the bedroom, you can hear children in the background, or maybe even me in the background screaming, saying, be quiet. But
it's just crazy to think how much things have changed in 5 years. We're in a different house now, obviously, and we have an office and employees, and it's just, it's crazy how things change. And I mean, so much has happened. I think that analogy I was using earlier with being able to reach, to live your life to the fullest, right? To not be held back and diluted by corporate expectations or the limitations that they put on you because they don't want to do business a certain way. It's so much fun to do what you want to do and to be able to express that. Like, just to think that, like, the things that I've done, like again, 2 truths and a lie. I feel like I'd be so good at that now because there's so many random things that I've done. That like it's just crazy. Like I did voice work. I did voice work in commercials. Like obviously, and then voice work for the company too. Like ordained pastor now somehow. Like I threw out a first pitch at a at a professional baseball game.
Major league?
Not major league. It was a strike though. You've done so much. Like you get to speak. I don't know. It's that stuff. Every once in a while I run into people who still work at JP Morgan. And I wish them the best, but it's just funny. Like we're just living different lives, and I point that back to the define success for yourself. And I think we just define success differently, me and some of them. And it's just interesting is all. But no, I couldn't be more thankful or humbled or happy with how things have gone, really. Yeah. And it's pretty bold to just, I do think I was 33, right? You were 32 when this happened.
Still 32?
Of course. 29, in fact. I'll edit that part out so people don't know.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know. I don't really edit these, but we'll see what happens. But like, I have sole income, right, for our family. It's how our family works. And 4 kids and a newborn. And like I think sometimes people will be like, man, that was like, I can't do this because of whatever. Like you can do it. If you want to do it, there is literally nothing stopping you from doing it. Like you can walk away today.
Maybe your own intelligence.
Well, we're not calling anybody stupid here. I'm just saying,
you got to have the ability, maybe be successful in what you want to then go pursue. But I guess not always.
There's a lot of different people out there doing things. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was...
I guess if your will is strong enough, you will find a way.
So were you excited for me to get an office in? Like how pumped were you then?
I think it was a very exciting moment. Actually, honestly, it was kind of sad because like I said, it was nice having you home during the day, even though it was a little bit stressful with 4 kids in the home because I was homeschooling then. But it was nice having you have a space that you felt you could call your own. I was a little offended when he got the office. He said, Aubrey, I'm going to design this. He said, I don't want your opinion.
Well, your tone feels a little off.
And so still people will be like, wow, did Aubrey do this? And he'll be like, no.
Absolutely not.
No.
Let me show you what Aubrey does. I have pictures of our living room that I showed you.
But that's all right. You didn't want my opinion,
It's
some darker tones.
14751 Old Bandera Road. You visit and I'll show you what.
It's a beautiful office.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's incredible.
Great
vibes in there.
They're very nice.
What would you do differently?
I'm just saying.
No, I want to know. Now, what would you do differently?
You
would have gone lighter wood. You would have gone lighter floors.
No, I like the dark wood floors. I love the leather couch. There's just a few things.
Let's hypothetically.
I really wanted to do a moody bathroom.
A moody bathroom.
That matters for the.
I don't even know what that means.
Like a dark emerald green.
Like our bathroom monotone. In our house.
Yes, that's where I had to get my outlet.
What?
I'm just teasing. But anyways, and then they're like, maybe.
Why is it called moody? I don't want to feel moody in the bathroom.
I don't know.
Huh.
A different rug.
We don't have.
A different chair.
No, it's a great office.
I guess you don't have a rug. Maybe then I'm thinking I would add a rug.
We have a cowhide rug now.
Yeah, I like the cowhide rug. Yeah. That probably would have been original.
Okay. I'll tell you, it was a different time. 4 years ago, there was a tighter budget. I'll tell you that too.
That's true.
A tighter budget than there is today.
Thank goodness for, was it the EDC and their investment in your office space?
They're very nice. Since I had to look at that a little bit, but it was, we would have just done things different. Even without that, we would have done things differently. But that was crazy. Getting an office was crazy. Like that's the kind of stuff.
It took you a long time. The first contract you signed didn't go through.
I was the first commercial.
You didn't end up signing it, but
I was like the first commercial tenant signed in that little complex. And landlords are great.
Behind Old Town.
They're really good. I like our landlords a lot. But like that's the kind of thing you don't think of. Like when you're a financial advisor, that's what you think about being a financial advisor, right? Like when you're a business owner that happens to offer financial advice, it's just so much more involved. So you got to do things like figure out. I remember my favorite example was like, I was so confused with the city and I felt like there was conflicting information, where it's like there's internal fire suppression, meaning fire sprinklers in in the office. So we didn't need a fire extinguisher. This was my understanding. And you go and they're like, we need a fire
You need a
extinguisher.
fire extinguisher.
And then it's just like things like
All
that.
the little
It takes like
details
half a
that
day.
you wouldn't even know you need that you find out.
Never have to deal with that when you're
can't
not owning
get
a
the
business.
keys or you can't open
Right.
until.
And it took like, I think we pushed it back 5 or 6 months, like just because it was a new build construction project in Helotes.
Yeah.
And so it just took, that's how long it took to get
always just done.
Certificate of occupancy. And my earlier comment about being independent, financial advisors don't have to be entrepreneurs to be independent. I just want to clarify that. Like you don't have to own a business to be an independent financial advisor. You can be independent through another independent firm and continue to do your advice or your wealth management or your financial planning, without the constraints of corporate environments. That's what will happen whenever I hire financial advisors. Like they won't own the business, but they'll be independent through us. Anyway, I just want to clear that up because people might be thinking, oh, well, you can either be W-2 or you have to own your own business. No, not necessarily.
Got it.
There's just so much you run into that you have to, I don't know.
Having the business or the grand opening was fun, and everybody that showed up to support us through that. And I think then watching the growing pains of the office and of the business from then on, it's a lot. And yeah.
There's just,
what's next? What's to come in the next 5 years of Greenwing?
I don't know. Do you have any ideas? Open to suggestions.
That's your expertise, not so much mine.
Yeah. I don't know. There's another podcast, the special episode that I released. I talk about this a little bit.
Yes, that's right. I forgot. It was a good listen.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to focus so much on the traditional metrics of financial advisors. I'm really going to focus on affecting change within the community.
Education.
I can. Yeah. And I think it's a people business. Everything is ultimately people, but I think you focus on the right things. You focus on what matters: relationships, people, doing right by people. The rest takes care of itself. So yeah, I don't know exactly. I'm kind of terrified to hire people, for being absolutely honest. A couple battle scars there. I don't think I'm that, honestly, I thought I'd take some responsibility. I don't know how good of a boss I am in that. I'm just not I don't know. You can attest to this. You've been married to me a long time.
I mean, you just don't like to explain.
I feel like I shouldn't have to. I feel like it's obvious.
You don't like to explain, and you have maybe some expectations that were not said.
I don't know if that's maybe.
I mean, I'm not speaking to past. I'm just speaking to present.
What do you mean?
Of just like how things go.
I'm not sure what we're talking about right now.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay. How do you think you're not a good boss?
I don't think you're wrong. Like, I'm definitely not a micromanager.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't know.
I would not call you a micromanager. I would not call you. Honestly, you should interview Kimberly. Ask her.
No, she's probably.
She would have a better.
Yeah, she would agree with you, by the way. She's probably nodding along 30 seconds ago when you said he doesn't explain stuff. She's like, yeah, that's what I've been telling him. That's what I've been telling him for years. Yeah, that's probably true.
And he expects things, but you don't know what he's expecting because he's not going to tell you.
It's hard though, because like
I know I'm not judging you.
I'm recognizing. I'm taking it. I'm trying to. I'm recognizing.
Do not manage well either, probably.
Because it's like I don't know. I don't know like if I'm asking you to do something, I don't know. If I knew, I would just do it. You know what I mean? Like,
or you do know, you just don't always have the time to do it.
Yeah,
I think that's more.
And that's so. If you do know, you should be obviously very clear in your expectations. But if you don't know, I don't know. It's hard. But
it's hard.
I really need.
I don't envy.
I have no idea what the hiring looks like. I mean, I need to bring on somebody soon, who's more full time, who can do some stuff and help out. I'd like for that person to actually be an advisor and be able to bring on. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like the culture of the firm is so unique and so counter industry that it would take a unique person
to fit.
Maybe like somebody who looks like Santa Claus would fit well into the elf
not a terrible
Santa
idea.
vibes. We could just take over the Christmas industry one account at a time. I don't know. What do you think the next 5 years looks like?
I mean, I'm hopeful. I think
5 years we'll have an adult child.
Don't even. Whoa. Are you kidding me right now? I mean, if you think about 5 years ago, we had an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 4-year, no, wait. Yeah, a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old when you opened the business. Right now. 1, 4, 6,
it's all
and
a blur. 8. They look the same. They talk the same.
That's pretty small, and now they're 13, 11,
it's going great.
9, and 6.
Send help.
That's crazy. But yeah, time flies, especially in the eyes of children. And that's definitely a testament to how fast time flies. Austin and I have not changed in 5 years.
At all. Just
Look
got better.
the same, age the same, maybe better. Yeah,
BMI is the same. Like that. Cholesterol is the same. It's all good.
Oh, man. But yeah, so in the next 5 years, Greenwing, I mean, yeah, I just hope for growth. I hope for God's continued provision in our business and in our family, and that you will feel supported and have a good standing on where you want to go and the people you want to hire. But
I really think what I like and what's enjoyable for me is seeing people engage, right? Like the whole purpose of what I do is to get people to lean in with the engagement of their resources to maximize their potential and purpose as a person. Because again, you only get one dance. Like, and 80 years sounds like a long time, but it's not. Go ask a 70-year-old. And there's today's problems and there's tomorrow's problems. And financial planning, long-term care, estate planning, like a lot of things, that's tomorrow's problem, perpetually tomorrow's problem. And it's just funny. It's just funny what people get fired up about. I mean, maybe by the time this releases, people will have to calm down, but like a tree was chopped down in Helotes this weekend.
Don't talk about the tree.
And if you're in Helotes, you already know that. If you're not in Helotes, you're probably confused at why I'm even bringing this up.
It's a sad tree.
But there was more comments on Facebook about this tree than there were people who voted in the last municipal election. Bananas. People are just so funny, you know? And I am too. I am that way also. Like I have my things like, and I've started telling people, I think one of the things about being a business owner is you're just so much more direct with people. Like I would say I'm still patient and kind and whatnot, but like I will tell people like, hey, I'm actually just not interested in what you're doing right now. Like I'm just not interested in having this, whatever you're selling or whatever we're talking about. And whether I'm right or wrong is indifferent. I just will more express my feelings, whether I'm, being biased or not. And like this tree is just so interesting to me because like I would kill for that kind of engagement on my social media pages.
You gotta chop down a tree.
It's
not positive. That's the thing.
But I mean,
you wouldn't kill because it's not positive. You don't want to be
engagement, not negative engagement. But like,
I agree.
I mean, Jerry Jones.
People don't tend to engage positivity.
I know that's what's so frustrating about growing a business.
If you're passionate about something, usually you're not going to be passionately positive. You're going to be passionately negative.
And that
you're going to share your opinion
exactly right.
when you're upset.
Because people fear sells, and or if you can scare people or fear them into doing something, that will drive results faster. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to scare people. I want people to feel empowered. I want people to feel positive. I want people to feel in control.
And I think that is so unique about you and what you do, because I mean, obviously, being a financial advisor comes with a certain, vision or whatever people imagine when they hear that. But you are, I feel like, unique in the way that you want to empower your clients or just the population to have more knowledge and not just trust what your financial advisor tells you necessarily, but to understand what he's telling you and why he's telling you it. Or her, sorry.
See? Equal opportunity employer, whatever. I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Yeah, I think you're unique in that way, and you make it fun, but also you're very intelligent. I think
That's so sweet. Hear that, guys? Just kidding.
it's very intelligent. It went straight to his head, as do all things.
Okay. It's hard. I think that's one of the harder parts about building a business. We're just being candid here. Is like you pour a lot into it, and you get so hyped up, like, oh, this video is gonna, like, people are gonna love this. It's gonna be, or this speech or this whatever engagement, like this is people are gonna be inspired. And then you post it, and it's like 0 likes for a day, and then your mom likes it, and you're like, all right, well,
you can't put all your eggs in that basket, though. I feel like you.
But then you see a tree get chopped down. You're like, what on earth is like?
What do I got to do to be that tree?
I mean, I'm sad about the tree. I just want to be clear. If somebody's watching this, I am sad about the tree.
I agree.
I also think most people complaining about the tree wouldn't be able to pick out that tree in a lineup. That's all I'm saying. It's still sad. It's a great tree. In fact, we live, just so you know, Aubrey can attest to this. We live on a couple acres out here in Helotes. And there's a tree in the front yard I love and talk about all the time. I love this tree. Like it's on our front yard. I'll tell you what, you can come visit it. You can come visit my house if you want and check out this tree. It's a great tree.
You can't see it because it's also surrounded by a lot of littler trees.
Yeah, but you can get
we might have to cut down to get to the big tree.
We're not cutting down any trees. Just want to be clear about that. I'm not going to acknowledge cutting down any trees. They're not great. They're like little cedar trees. Nobody cares about those.
They're mountain laurels.
Oh, whatever. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, mountain laurels. But yeah, come visit our tree at our house. It's a great tree. I bet you it's bigger than the Sonic tree.
Oh, wait, huge. Yeah.
Here we go. That's a real offer from us to you. Come visit our tree while you're here. Let's talk financial planning. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to put it out there. Okay. You have to message me. I'm going to vet you first. But it is in our front yard, so if you happen to know, I mean, it's not. I don't know.
See strangers poking around our front yard.
Yeah, crazy. That'd be crazy. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah. That's how do you create engagement? And I think that's what's so challenging is like social media really does seem like it's algorithm based. It's
such a two-handed sword because like you want to grow, obviously, so you have to know what.
Sorry, what's a two-handed sword?
I don't know. What a two-edged, double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword. There we go.
You know what I mean? Anywho, you want to grow and you want to put content that is engaging, but then to do that is a full-time job of its own. And then you also have to not just put out what you want to put out, you have to work to the system of what social media is.
And the system is lame.
And it's
just not authentic.
It's not authentic.
That's the thing. Like we're all authentic.
It's all the little reels, all the little trending audios.
You gotta do a little like point. And then like the caption and the thumbnail. Oh my gosh, just shoot me.
What was that point like?
No, it's just, you know what I'm talking about. If you've been alive for the last couple of years, you've seen the reels where it's just like, it's like some shocking phrase and somebody just pointing at it. I was like, this is dumb, but I'm going to watch it.
And then I'm going to click on it.
It works. See, it's all.
And then I'm going to watch another 20 ones after that because I'm on it. Oh, no. But anyway.
But it's been great. I mean, I think if I could have been visited by Christmas Future 5 years ago, is that right? Is that the right reference? I don't know. What's that movie? What's the Christmas movie with like the ghosts?
Yeah.
All right. So
Ghosts of Christmas
Past,
Future?
Current, and Future.
I guess,
I don't know. Is that a Jimmy Stewart movie? I don't know.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. But
I watched the DuckTales version, so
if I'm sure. Old Duck McScrooge. I'm just saying, if I would have known, if I could have seen a crystal ball and watch us right here today, July 22nd, 2026, 5 years ago, done deal. Like not even close, so it's been fun.
I have no idea what I envisioned, but yeah.
It's been fun going through it with you.
Better than I envisioned.
The best support system.
Oh, well, thanks.
You are welcome. Two-handed sword.
Two-handed sword. Honestly, maybe that's more like what social media is like. You're pulling, they're pulling. Everybody wants the sword.
That's what it feels like. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's been fun chatting with you about it.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
Always fun.
Appreciate
and this was longer. Sorry, they've all gone longer, and I feel like I shorted you on the very first one. So we'll have to have you back. And if people listening want to hear more from Aubrey, because I think I still did most of the talking in this. Sorry about that.
That's all right. No worries.
I let Aubrey talk all the time. I listen to Aubrey all the time, just so everybody's clear. I'm a great listener.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this is a great way to end it. Thank you for listening. Thanks
Happy
for
5 years.
Yeah, and thanks for
Aubrey.
however you join us on this journey. We appreciate it. We really do. And look forward to seeing you in 5 years. Thank you.